Hello Hillclimb Racers and friends. If you clicked on this video, you are probably curious what it's going to be about. Well, in my 5 years of playing this game, I've discovered a lot of janky and weird things in this game that I want to talk about today. The first one on our list is going to be the scooter. Its wares are pretty bad. Its wheelie boost doesn't really do anything, its fume boost doesn't really do anything, and its flip boost doesn't do anything either. Now the start boost actually does a little bit, and its jump shocks actually do something because, well, it would be pretty sad if the vehicle wouldn't jump, considering the speed at which the jump shocks extend. Another reason why the scooter is pretty jank is because you could just let the game run for 3 hours in tumbling down and farm a million coins after doing the scooter glitch, because you just would never die because it kept teleporting around. I don't know if the developers actually intended the game to ever have tuning parts, because they were released only about a year after the game itself was released. So I don't know if they might have messed something up, but I don't know why the rares would be so bad. Like, they literally don't boost in any way except for the start boost. Now to the third thing is the sports car. The sports car has 500 power, and you might think it is faster than the rally car, which has only 400 power, but no, it isn't. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense, because why would the rally car be faster if its engine has less power? That doesn't really make much sense now, does it? Number 4 on my list is the monster truck, and it's about the monster truck's front wheel. For some reason, the monster truck's front wheel isn't powered as long as you aren't reversing, which means if you land on the front wheel and the monster truck is tilted too much forward, you will just flip and die, which is pretty stupid because, come on, the monster truck's wheels already are that big and you still flip over and die and whatever. Number 5 on my list is the rotator because of its roll cage. Now, sometimes you ram into something and everything is fine, and sometimes you ram into something and you just die immediately, which leads me to the question, why even have a roll cage if you just die? The next thing on my list is going to be the racing truck, and I like the racing truck, but there's something about it that I still don't understand to this day, and it's its air drag. Now, why would you have a vehicle in the game that has air drag, which already sounds pretty stupid, because why would you make a vehicle that slows down in mid-air if you don't align yourself with your flight direction? That's not how slowing down because of air resistance works. What I also don't get is, why is it the only vehicle with air drag in the game? It really just doesn't fit the whole concept of the game. I mean, I like the racing truck, but its air drag just ruins it. I don't know. Also, how does the tank, which is literally a block of steel, fly 100 times better than the racing truck, which in itself is pretty light, but only has a heavy engine? Well, now to the CCV. The CCV is probably the best adventure vehicle that was ever added, there's no doubt about that, but have you ever realized how janky its jump shocks actually are? Like, sometimes you land, you jump and you flip for whatever reason, and sometimes you land, you jump and it just doesn't do anything. Like, why? I'm pretty sure it is because of its suspension, but the rally car has basically no suspension and jumps just as well, and the sports car has a really good suspension and also jumps well, so why is the CCV so weird? Okay, the last thing I want to talk about today is the Moonlander. Now, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that as long as you aren't flying with it, the Moonlander is pretty much the slowest vehicle in the game. And yeah, its start boost and wheelie boost are pretty bad, which I don't understand why. Like, for real, its wheelie boost, it just doesn't do anything. It does not do anything. So it's just like for scooter, the wheelie boost only exists for aesthetic reasons and that's it. But other than the scooter, the flip boost and start boost actually do something, and the flip boost is actually pretty noticeable. If you run down a slope and the flip boost activates, then you do notice a speed increase, so upgrading the flip boost for Moonlander is actually worth it. Remember when I said that the scooter is pretty jank? Well, let me show you an example. Okay, now please tell me, how did that count as a landing boost? I'm pretty sure there are more weird and janky things like these in this game, but those were the ones that I really noticed in my last 5 years of playing, and maybe you guys can find more weird and janky things like these. If you have, write it into the comments and I might make a second video like this one, I don't know. But this is going to be everything for today. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed and see you next time.